Peace, greetings, and good day to everyone. This is Dr. AZEEZA JALALUDEEN, and today, as always, every Tuesdays and Thursdays, we have the Global Visibility Program for womenopreneurs who are across the world, and we have been meeting some exciting and interesting women in the Tamil-speaking community, and that's what we are very excited about. And கொஞ்சம் தமிழும் ஆங்கிலமும் கலந்து தான் நாங்கள் பேசுகிறோம் இந்த ப்ரோக்ராமில். ஸோ இன்னைக்கு நம்மளோட மேடம் நித்யா ரூபன் இருக்காங்க, and she's all the way from UAE. Welcome, madam.
Good morning. Vanakkam.
Vanakkam, vanakkam. So yes, thank you so much. எனக்கு எங்களோட இந்த டைம் நீங்கள் ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணுறதுக்கு. One thing, as we speak about the WomenOpreneur global visibility awareness that we are doing, we are really reaching out to women. அவங்க துறையில சாதிச்சதும் அதுவும் இல்லாம வித்தியாசமா மாத்தி சில சோஷியல் ப்ராஜெக்ட்ஸும் பிஸ்னஸ் ப்ராஜெக்ட்ஸ் செய்யறது, அவங்களெல்லாம் வந்து ஹைலைட் பண்றது தான் இந்த தமிழ் WomenOpreneur. WomenOpreneurங்கிறதே வந்து பெண்கள் கான்ஷியஸ் பிஸ்னஸ்ல, சும்மா பிஸ்னஸ் இல்லை, கான்ஷியஸ் பிஸ்னஸ்ல ஈடுபட்டு அவங்க மற்றவங்களுக்கு சமூகத்துக்கும் உதவுறது. நாட் அ சோஷியல் என்டர்பிரைஸ் பட் அ ரியலி சக்சஸ்ஃபுல் பிஸ்னஸ் and career. They have been working towards contributing to the community and the country and the world. So இதுதான் இந்த WomenOpreneur real definition. We are very happy in our GoGLOBAL business school. நாங்கள் இந்த ப்ராஜெக்டை ஒரு ஆல்மோஸ்ட் இது வந்து தமிழ் WomenOpreneurக்கு இது வந்து 11வது செஷன், whereas நம்ம இங்கிலீஷ் வெர்ஷன் Thursdays நம்ம செய்கிறது வந்து ஆல்மோஸ்ட் 20 over episodes நம்ம செஞ்சிட்டோம். So thank you once again, Miss Nithya, Madam Nithya, for joining us today. So I'm going to do an official introduction of Miss Nithya. She's really a enterprising lady with a business background, so that really excites us to bring her into this space. As you would have seen in the introduction, she's actually a person specializes from the coming from Chennai. She's a qualified HR and administration professional with more than 2 decades of significant work experience in UAE. So that's where she's from. Her professional career commenced in Britannia Industries in Chennai, and as a management trainee, moved on as a senior administrator in UP Electronic Corporations before relocating to UAE. She has served in diversified industries in UAE with leading business conglomerates in media and publishing, FMCG, petrochem, photo films, and medical imaging. During her tenure as in corporates, she has introduced and initiated in-house training, coaching, empowerment programs, besides doing several health awareness programs, both for her employees and for community. And she's very keen advocate of CSR projects, community outreach, and volunteerism. Okay, tongue twister. Is an active member participant in several NGOs and UAE volunteers.ae platform. You know, when I first communicated with her, அவங்களோட நான் முதல்ல பேசும்போது எனக்கு என்ன தோணுச்சுன்னா, she is a complete what we call an intrapreneur. ரொம்ப நாளைக்கு அப்புறம் இந்த வேர்டை நான் வந்து கான்வர்சேஷன்ல ஒரு லேடியோட யூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கேன், because I only know one other person which has come up here on TV before, I mean on the program before, but intrapreneurங்கிறது வந்து அவங்களோட செல்ஃபை செம்மைப்படுத்தி ஒரு பிஸ்னஸுக்கு எப்படி ஆட் வேல்யூ பண்ண முடியும் as a professional, as a career person. I saw her in that space because she's so passionate in giving whatever that she knows and me. So thank you so much. நம்ம அதை பத்தி இன்னும் கொஞ்சம் பேச போறோம். Thank you, Madam Nithya.
ரொம்ப நன்றி. Thank you for the lovely introduction. Yes. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be on your show.
Thank you so much, Ron. So as we continue this conversation, and as always, we want to start in a light-hearted way. நம்ம நிறைய மாதிரி get to know the WomenOpreneur பண்ணியிருக்கோம். இன்னைக்கு வந்து நம்ம we're talking about favorite beverage. So what's your favorite beverage?
Favorite beverage, tea. I start my morning with a cup of tea. So okay. That's my favorite.
Milk tea illa black tea?
Milk tea. I like it with milk.
Because teasல நிறைய விதம் இருக்கு இல்லையா?
I take green tea sometimes, but I feel complete when I take the milk tea.
green tea இருக்கு. அதுக்கப்புறம் துபாய் UAE சுலைமானி that version of black tea with sugar.
Yes.
அது அது இங்க சிங்கப்பூர்ல வந்து தே ஓ அப்படி சொல்லுவோம்.
Okay.
சிங்கப்பூர் மலேசியால தே ஓனா எல்லாருக்கும் ஒரு எக்ஸைட்மெண்ட் இருக்கும். And but you know, tea in India culture, you know, a lot of us, especially when you are from Kerala, that area, we call it chaya. Chai in North India la, South India, tip of India வந்து சாயான்னு சொல்லுவோம். And so that is actually a talk of the town for a lot of people. And do you know that the word chaya in Chinese we call it cha? Did you know that?
Oh no, I haven't done
Sounds
that.
the same. It sounds the same. It's cha in Chinese and chaya in our Indian, North Indian and South Indian languages. So it's a very interesting how languages blend in at the root of it. And definitely Tamil culture, Tamil வார்த்தை தான் வந்து the root of all languages. தேநீர், yes. தேநீர், that's right. So என்னோட கேள்வி வந்து நீங்க இப்ப துபாயில போய் you are in Dubai, no?
Yes, yeah.
So அங்க இருந்துட்டு how is the community building like? என்ன மாதிரி அங்க வந்து most of the people வரவங்க எல்லாம் ப்ரொஃபஷனலா தான் வராங்க, எப்படி entrepreneurship கோப் பண்றாங்க, அந்த கான்வர்சேஷன் பண்ணிட்டு we can go into what the topic we are talking about, women in career to entrepreneurship.
Okay, great. For the women, whether you're working in an organization or you own your own business, it's all the same. It's just very simple. You need to develop the entrepreneur mindset. Okay. If you're holding a leadership position in an organization, you automatically develop the sense of ownership. இப்போ நம்ம எல்லாருமே சோஷியல் மீடியா யூஸ் பண்றோம். LinkedIn co-founder, what he says about entrepreneurship, he says all humans are entrepreneurs, not because they should start companies, but because the will to create is encoded in humans. So the will to create is always there with women. We always want to create something. It's your own product or it's your own service.
Yeah,
you have the will to create. So, and as you grow in the organization, you develop a sense of ownership. And for me, the secret of success has been this, whether I had the privilege of working in good organizations, both in India as well as in UAE.
right.
So anyway, a secret of success being a parting in the company, wherever I have worked, I have gone one extra mile. I take the sense of ownership. That means like you take the responsibility. And in the paper, you may not own the business. Legally, the business is not yours, but you take all the responsibilities and you develop a very good relationship with the owners. So then the business is yours, that kind of attitude develops in you. So அந்த ஒரு mindset நம்மளுக்கு develop ஆயிடுச்சுன்னா, then you don't see whether you are working for others or your own organization. நம்ம வந்து basically we take risk. That is essential for any entrepreneur.
Yes.
So நம்ம வந்து ஒரு மேஜர் டெசிஷன் எடுக்கும்போது, when you are working in a corporate, if you are holding a leadership position, you take a risk. Any major project you are coming out with, any product you introduce, there is an element of risk taking in that. Adan நம்ம we use our due intelligence and do it. So அந்த mindset நம்மளுக்கு develop ஆனப்போ, when you set up your own business, and the transformation becomes very easy. ஏனோ தானோன்னு வேலை செஞ்சுட்டு வந்தோம்னா அது வேற விஷயம். நம்ம வந்து ஒரு we give our 100%. And women, when they get involved in work, I have seen 98% of them, maybe or 2% they take it very lightly, but most of the people, they give their heart and soul into it and they work. அதனால அவங்களுக்கு வந்து சக்சீட் ஆகிறதுக்கு சான்சஸ் ரொம்ப நிறைய இருக்கு when they set up their own firm.
Normally அப்படிதானே ஒரு when you are talking about into leadershipல இருந்து decision making riskன்னு சொல்லும்போது எனக்கு இன்னொரு வார்த்தை வருது, maybe you can add value to that. Responsible risk. ஏன்னா நம்ம சொந்த காசை போட்டு செய்யும் போது கூட நம்ம வந்து கொஞ்சம் very casual-ஆ இருந்திருக்கலாம். But because it involves other people and other people's money as a company, you are in a higher risk and responsibility. So at the responsible risk-னு மாத்திக்கலாம். Right?
Responsible risk. Yes. Responsible risk. See, ஒரு வீட்ல வந்து நம்ம வந்து housewife, as a housewife we take responsibility. நிறைய householdல the women are interested with the responsibility of running home. the husband is a provider, and then the lady of the home, she manages everything. So on the capability of managing the show, it's there in us. All of us, we have, and the nature has blessed us with multitasking abilities. இது வந்து நீங்க ஒத்துப்பீங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். All ladies, they have the multitasking abilities. Okay, so இதனால நமக்கு வந்து it becomes very easy to run a home, to manage your business, or if you are working in an organization, give your 100% and work for it. And you take the responsibility of safeguarding the interest of the shareholders and your customers. Customers are the kings. And then your employees. So happy workforce gives you positive results. So in the boom, நீங்க பண்ணிட்டீங்கன்னா stakeholders interest and your customers and your workforce and your suppliers, your contractors, it's the same whether you're working in another corporate or it's your own firm. It's all the same. So on the response,
நீங்க சொன்ன மாதிரி இது மைண்ட் செட்ல தான் உட்கார்ந்து இருக்கு எல்லாமே. நம்ம அது நல்ல பிசினஸ் நினைக்கிறோமா, மத்தவங்க பிசினஸ்க்கு அவங்க காசு கொடுக்குறாங்க அதனால வேலை செய்யறோமா, அந்த மைண்ட் செட் மாத்தும் போது we make a lot of difference.
ஆமாமா, the entrepreneurship is the extra element that transforms an employee into a leader, and once you have the leadership skills, you become a owner of the business. That's what I feel. You know,
You've noticed this is the example of many conglomerates, and I still you're reminding me of two examples. One is everybody knows about Infosys, where all the partners of the working people, how they got shares because they helped to grow the company, and when they listed, just like that, everybody were able to create a lot of wealth together. So a company நம்ம contribute பண்ணும்போது, this is one thing that my mentor always talks about. Either you're an entrepreneur or you're part of an entrepreneur team. So இது வந்து ஒரு main thing. Personal experience எனக்கு வந்து Mr. Ramesh Iyer தான். I'm speaking a lot about him in many sessions. Mahindra Finance. அவரோட நம்ம வந்து February மாசம் when I was in his office, we were speaking about this whole journey he was going through. And guess what? அவர் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணும்போது a management team, and he was given 2 desks to work with for Mahindra Finance in the 90s. And அது எப்படி இப்போ வந்து $11 billion asset கொண்டு வந்திருக்காருன்னா, he went in as an employee only. So the kind of effort we put in give us status and growth in a company, and that really excites me when we see this kind of success stories happening. நான் சொன்னது 2 பேருமே தமிழ் business owners இல்லையா? So நான் என்னோட கேள்வி வந்து, நீங்களும் ஒரு business familyல இருந்தா வந்திருக்கீங்க. You told me about it, where you said that your families are into the trading business for very long. So
my grandfather was in the trading business.
So from a business family, you went into professional career. Now you told me a bit of a transition of how this happens. And in UAE itself, a lot of people go there for work. Angola situation எப்படி இருக்கு? How do people come to it, and how are they adapting to the work environment, and how many people are actually converting to entrepreneurship like what you are doing?
Okay, about the family, as I said, my grandfather was in trading business. They used to trade with Burma. And the time Burma la irundhu imported goods engalukku varum.
Global business.
So when we go on holidays, we used to look forward to get the foreign things. And the time when the foreign things அப்படின்னு சொல்லுவாங்க. In Chennai, Burma Bazaar, we used to go and buy those things, fancy clips, and then we used to get foreign Ovaltine and all. You asked me what are my favorite drinks, illingla? Ovaltine is health drink paakradhu at the time. So இதெல்லாம் வந்து அங்க இருந்து வரும், imported things வரும். He had a shop. And the Tootukurin, Pearl City ன்னு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, தூத்துக்குடி உங்களுக்கு தெரியும், அங்கதான் அவங்க அந்த ஷாப் வச்சிருந்தாங்க. So we used to really enjoy when we go on holidays. அவங்க வந்து எப்படி கலெக்ஷன் பண்றாங்க, அந்த கல்லாப்பட்டியில உட்காந்து கலெக்ட் பண்றது, அந்த கஸ்டமர்ஸ் வந்து வாங்கி போறது, டைரக்ட்லி they are serving to the customers. So அந்த கஸ்டமர் ஹாப்பினஸ், டிலைட், அதெல்லாம் நம்ம வந்து நேரா கண்ணுக்குள்ள பார்த்திருப்போம். But it so happened that generation after that, nobody took up that business. ஏன்னா நெக்ஸ்ட் வந்து என்னோட ஃபாதர், அப்புறம் என்னுடைய சித்தப்பா எல்லாருமே they went on to take up government jobs in railways and central government and then MNCs அப்படின்னு நிறைய இதுல join பண்ணிட்டாங்க. So that generation actually did not do business, but அதுக்கு அடுத்த generationல it has come because probably it's in your blood. So then now my nieces and nephews, they have set up their own business, and my son says he wants to become an entrepreneur. So I think somewhere in the line it is there.
நம்ம சொல்லுவோம் DNA-ல இருக்கு.
ஆமா, DNA-ல இருக்கு.
எங்க போனாலும் எங்க வந்தாலும் behind the voice is calling out.
All through my life I've worked for somebody, so now let me get into entrepreneurship. That's the spirit I got it. Yes. And when I took a break from the last company, then I thought I should set up my own business firm. So this is the kind of feeling many women are having now, because currently we are in a situation like pandemic situation where many people have lost their jobs, or there is a situation where they have to accept a cut in their regular salary. Okay, so adanala they are looking at ways how they can manage the expenses, because the expenses have not come down. You have to fund for your children education, you have to pay rent. So all these challenges are there in front of us. So in this situation, see, in every crisis, there begins another opportunity. So in the mari or challenging situation, people are exploring the opportunity where we can invest and set up their own firm. So this can give birth to several entrepreneurs. For UAE, they encourage women, gender equality is practiced. There is no difference between a man or a woman. You want to start something, the government is there to support. So in this current crisis will give opportunity for many women to set up their own firm, because government is promoting. There are many women special packages are announced. It's a very good opportunity. And women, as I said, we are basically risk taking. It's there in the blood. Okay, anyone who has gone through motherhood, childbirth, that is a big risk. So we know there is an element of risk involved, but then we do go through it because we want to enjoy that motherhood. So adanale namakku the risk taking is there in us. Or business na aarambikkumbodhu definitely there is an element of risk, but the not taking a risk itself is a big risk. So nama risk edukumbodhu reward also is there. When we succeed, we reap the benefit. So it's directly, when it is your own firm, directly you enjoy the benefit and you have the sense of ownership. So definitely there will be a lot of women entrepreneurs coming up. I can foresee it.
Yes, that's really nice. And you know, the work that is being embedded, and I want to thank at this juncture, இப்பதான் நம்ம சொல்லணும், entrepreneurs வந்துட்டு இருக்காங்கன்னா நம்மளுக்கு ஞாபகம் வருது வந்து, especially for the Tamil women entrepreneurs, is the Tamil women international part of the RISE network. அவங்க தானே TWI தான் நம்மளை கனெக்ட் பண்ணி விட்டது platform. So that's how we got connected. And of course, Madam Viji, thanks for her connection to PWI.
Yes, I was inspired by Madam Viji when I met her first in the meeting. And it was a post-pandemic situation. And she said the empire she built so passionately over a period of time, அது எல்லாமே தரைமட்டம் ஆயிடுச்சு அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ரொம்ப வருத்தப்பட்டாங்க. Because I think she's basically focusing on tourism-based industry.
That one part of her business, yes.
Yes. But after that, when I met her in a couple of meetings, she gave so much of inspiring speech, like, you know, how she was able to come over it and then start focusing on other things. So that is what I'm saying, like every crisis gives you an opportunity. You just need to be alert. You need to keep your eyes and ears open for the opportunities which is lying ahead of you. Ipo neenga idu mention pannadunala, the rice patti neenga mention pannadunala, I'm saying like the concept of collaborating and working together. So father always says that, you know, instead of 10 people, instead of each one investing 100,000, all of you join together and invest 10,000, and then you collaborate, work together and enjoy the prosperity, co-shared prosperity. So that is what driving us behind to come together, people of like-minded, same people sailing with the same wavelength. We should come together and collaborate and work.
That's right. That's right. That is the power of coming together as one community, and I'm really inspired with the work of what Rise is doing, and really gearing towards. And we're so excited about this. We'll put on the link in the chat box. Tamil பார்த்துட்டு இருக்கிறவங்களுக்கு, you will know that Rise is doing a Rise summit on October 23rd and 24th. Yeruminoட North American Summit. So it's going to be very exciting. More than 1,000 people have registered. We have attended some of the sessions, and it's very grateful that Madam Nithya and ourselves can get connected in that space. And right now, so much of development is happening that so many wonderful women are getting connected to us. We have Go Global Business School has benefited. இப்போ நம்ம எல்லாருக்கும் பெனிஃபிட் கொடுக்குறோம்னு நம்ம பேசிட்டு இருக்கோம், but we ourselves has benefited from the platform, and it's a platform that everybody can go in, give their share, and also take what they want for their clarity. So idhula dhaan vandu we got to come to the most important point. Ipo entrepreneurship nu sollumbodhu, what is the clarity of entrepreneur need? Angada vandu a lot of programs have been run, and we have been sharing, and we're very happy that Madam Nithya neenga vandu engaloda session la neenga attend panninga, being a HR qualified professional in the corporate world and in business. You attended one of our sessions in the in sharing on the growth of entrepreneurship. So what is your take on it? How do you feel this can evolve for women entrepreneurs or entrepreneurs in general?
Okay, see, as I said, like the sense of ownership we need to develop, and then the risk-taking factor is there. We are getting into the game knowing very well that there is an element of risk. But as I said, like not taking a risk itself is a big risk. So go for it. And all of us, I work with my gut feeling. Most of the decisions I take it with a gut feeling. So I'm a little bit spiritual. I start my day, I said I start my day with a cup of tea, but also I start my day with a prayer, small prayer. So most of the answers I get after my prayer. So 90% of the decisions what I take after prayer and meditation, the gut feeling develops and you go for it. So when I go for it, 90% of the time, the decisions I make, it gives me positive result. But right. Sometimes you do fail. But you should have developed the mindset, it's okay to fail. But at the time, we should not get stuck at that stage, because failure is the key to success. Okay, now if you don't taste failure, then you don't know what is the success. As you know, taking our own example, when we started walking, nadakkumbodhu illa or cycling padikkumbodhu, so many times we have fallen down, we have hurt our knees or elbows, but that has not stopped the spirit of learning cycling. So ipo in the UAE la na driving license edukkumbodhu 5 thadava na fail aane. 5 times I failed, but the 6th time only I got license. But I said I'll go for manual license. Ellarum automatic license poga appdin sonnanga. But I said no, let me go for manual, because anyway I have mastered. 5 times na fail aane. So every little nuances I was able to learn. So as well, let me go for manual. So in the spirit of not giving up, that should be there. Okay, it's okay to fail. We should sit back and make a small analysis why the project did not take off. நம்ம நினைத்த காரியம் ஏன் நடக்கல அப்படிங்கறத நம்மளே ஒரு சின்ன ஒரு அனாலிசிஸ் பண்ணிட்டு, as human beings we all go through low moments when we experience this when we face the failure. But ஒரு small break நம்ம எடுத்துக்கலாம். We can confide in somebody. Maybe you can have a discussion with your mentor, or you can maybe somebody in your family or someone in the business circle, or he could just be your spiritual guide, or they may not give you the solution directly to the problem you have in front of you, but they give you something that leads you to the solution. So it's very important that we open up with someone. Appo namakkitta irukka the negative feeling and the self pity ellame poirum. So then you fill yourself with positive thoughts and positive feeling. It's very important that we get connected with people who can really motivate you and inspire you, and that gives you a lot of strength. So, and the failure should not put you off.
Very nice, very nice. Yeah. So this is exactly what people would love to hear, and becoming not just about looking within ourselves and live in self-pity, but really be out there to to reach out and make a change. So நான் கொஞ்சம் முந்தி கேட்ட கேள்வி வந்து you attended our session and yes அதை பத்தி கேட்டிருந்தேன். So
நீங்க வந்து socially conscious business அப்படின்னு சொன்னீங்க. எனக்கு ரொம்ப பிடிச்சது actually what attracted me towards you because I feel that words have power. So even in my house, I don't use any negative words. I encourage my children to use positive words. எனக்கு ரொம்ப உங்ககிட்ட பிடிச்சது என்னன்னா நீங்க வந்து go global. Actually, I used to say that when I set up my business, I used to say that it has to go global. So எனக்கு வந்து immediately I could connect. And then you are talking about shine and you talk about empowerment and you talk about abundance. These are the words I frequently use. என்னுடைய வாட்ஸ்அப்ல கூட என்னுடைய ஸ்டேட்டஸ் நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா success, abundance and prosperity, because I always feel that when you bless and wish success for others, automatically it comes to you. So உங்ககிட்ட இருக்க அந்த smile and உங்ககிட்ட இருந்த the positive thoughts and positive feelings, that is what attracted me to you. So on the socially conscious business அப்படின்னு சொன்னீங்க. So I'm also in search of such connect myself with such organizations and units. So அதனால எனக்கு வந்து அது ரொம்ப I want to probe further into it and I want to collaborate in whatever possible way in spreading the message of positivity across the globe.
Absolutely. This is where everything starts, and everybody when we start is first of all is to really get to know first before we want to get into any conversation of next step forward. And we really enjoy conversing with people like yourself who is so knowledgeable, and experience speaks louder than just words. So when you come with an experience, if you share another how the professional mindset is, because you yourself have been such a professional in for so many years in the corporate world, and with your blood in the entrepreneurship, you really know what is the pros and cons of both, and how you talked about the traditional business of your grandfather right now needs to evolve. And so you're looking at how best your entrepreneurship journey, I loved it when you said using the word soul in the business, which is so crucial in the way that we evolve. And everything has now we need to write a book called Soul of Business, because Soul of Money வந்து நம்மளோட mentor வச்சிருக்காங்க. நம்ம Soul of Business இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன் அந்த book பேரு, but it is very nice. We can bring in a Soul of Business and write down all the soulful entrepreneurs. என்ன செய்யலாம்? நல்ல ஐடியா இல்ல அது?
Definitely, because when you create your own product, then you put your heart and soul into it, so you cannot separate yourself from it. So irrespective of what the product or service you offer, if it is there in front of you, or idli kada vacha kuda and idli unga munnala panni நம்ம கஸ்டமருக்கு கொடுக்கும்போது அதுல ஒரு delight தனி.
Yes.
Because you are part of the preparation, you are overseeing the operations, but you are there. I worked in ice cream industry, so I worked in Britannia Industries. That is where I started my professional journey. So I can really see how the flour is mixed with many other ingredients, and the biscuit is brought in front of you. So when the product is created in front of you, your heart and soul is into it.
Yeah. So it's an experience economy, and we transform the experience that people have, and that's how people get to be involved in the creation and the the making of everything. So anyway, thank you so much, Madam Nithya. Yeah, நம்புவீங்களா almost 30 minutes நம்ம பேசியிருக்கோம்.
Oh really? Okay. So wonderful to be on your show. Since it is a Tamil show, let me say, like, if we need to succeed, manadil urudhi vendam, you need to believe in yourself. Okay, we need to believe in ourselves and walk in ilinime vendam. As I said, the words have power, so say sweet things, bless others, and success. Wish you all success and prosperity. Ninaivu nalladhu vendam, nalladhiye ninaikanum. If we do all this, like your mind should be firm and your speech should be sweet, and let your thinking be noble, then we achieve success. So this is the secret of success. So let us wish good thing for others, and wish you also good health, success and prosperity.
Thank you so much. It's such a blessing to have you with us in our program, and a so beautiful conversation we have had. Discussed so many things. I've not discussed anything so deep with so many, with anyone. So there are conversations on this journey. We really look forward to having you in our follow-up programs as well. Thank you, ma'am.
Sure. Let me give you confidence. A lot of entrepreneurs will be born, women entrepreneurs will be born in this part of the globe, and we will collaborate and work together with you.
Definitely.
Absolute pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, and thank you everyone for tuning in. And அடுத்த Thursday நம்ம வந்து English version இருக்கும், more of the English WomenOpreneur. We'll be having that, and so we look forward to meeting you on Thursday. Thank you.
Thank you.